All right, hello class. So today we're going to be covering chapter 15, teams in the workplace. And this week we're asked to compare and contrast a specific group and a specific team. For this, I automatically thought of my military experience. So in the military, like any organization, you are going to have teams and groups. For the military, it kind of does go beyond that. So it would be like teams, groups, and then pretty much bigger groups as well. Pretty much a breakdown from smallest to biggest is like you got your teams, and then from your team you go to a platoon, and then from platoon you go to a company, and then from a company you go on to battalion and regiment, and divisions. So it's kind of it makes up into an overall bigger organization. But for the groups and the teams that we would have, so for the team part, I was in charge of a team, and usually a team in the military, when you're a sergeant, you do take care of a team, and that does consist of 3 to 5 people, usually around there. And then a group for this, I guess it would be more of an actual platoon. So in a platoon, you are gonna have 20 or 30 people. So that's like your overall, like your group that you belong to. But then within each group, there are gonna be individual teams. And kind of the purpose for a team, or at least breaking down into teams, is to kind of make it more where you're kind of working more closely together. You bond more with your actual team, and you guys actually you become really effective when it comes down to completing tasks. The group, which would be a platoon, 20 and 30 people, it does work. Obviously it does work, but there are going to be a lot of how do you say, like, conflicts kind of when you do put the teams together. There are a lot of leaders that don't lead or don't have the same kind of leadership style. So when you got the whole group trying to do something, a lot of times people do collide. So I definitely think teams are way more effective. Kind of the purpose, I guess, like I mentioned, is just to kind of have everything really organized. And then also that also does add to the discipline aspect as well. And then we're asked to compare the performance. So it kind of does go back to it. With the team, you are gonna kind of be closer together. So I feel like the effectiveness, or for the performance part of a team, it does work out really well. Once you start looking at groups with bigger numbers, it does kind of turn a little bit trickier to control, unless you do have really good leadership. But yeah, for those two, I would just say the teams and the platoons, or the groups. That's what I thought of for that. Each one does they have their ups and downs. Obviously, like with any teams or groups, but I would definitely say that teams are a little bit better in my opinion, and just from my own personal experience. And yeah, thank you.